guys, what's up? I hope you're doing good today. My name's Sean Murphy. I'm a 4-H specialist in Livingston County and also cover Grundy and Mercer County in the Great Northwest region. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys during Audiovisual Week about playing guitar. And with my method, if you work hard, I'm convinced that anybody can learn how to play guitar, be playing chords, be playing simple songs in a month or less. So anyway, we're going to get started. We'll start with the 4-H pledge, and then I'm going to tell you guys how you can do this. So let's get started. I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world. And guys, as we're sitting here at home, maybe wishing we could do more. I know a lot of you guys maybe have wanted to, go to camps and go to team conference, state conference, things like that. That stinks, there's no doubt about it, but what a great time to learn a new hobby or some kind of new skill. And so today I want to encourage you guys, if you have a guitar, maybe this is the time, it's been sitting in the closet, haven't been playing it much, to get it out and try to learn how to play. Maybe if you don't have one, I'll show you guys some links towards the end of the video on some Amazon guitars that you guys might be interested in some places where you might get one, and you could be playing guitar this summer around the campfire. So that'd be a pretty cool thing. Just tell you about my journey with the guitar. When I was younger, I tried to play guitar. I took guitar lessons for, a couple years, and I just could never get it quite figured out. I was okay at it. I knew maybe a few chords and could play a few songs, but it just didn't ever really click. The finger patterns, like when you're playing guitar, you have these different chords. And so like you got to go like this, and then you go switch your fingers. It's kind of hard. And with practice, you can do it, and that's a great thing, but I always wanted to do it quick. And so, this is a way that you guys can learn how to play guitar. Maybe you want to play at church. Maybe you want to play around, like I said, the campfire, or just play at home for fun. But this is a great way to get started. I think that being able to play a song pretty quick will help keep you motivated. So what I want you guys to do, first of all, we're going to look at what exactly is on our guitar. So I'm going to move my camera a bit. So right here, just to go over the anatomy of a guitar, we have frets. So this would be the first fret, second fret, third fret. And so those are the three main ones we're going to talk about right now. So when I'm wanting to play a note, if I say, want to play in the first fret, I stick my finger in the clear part, not on the metal. You wouldn't play it on the metal. That doesn't sound right. It sounds weird. So you're going to stick it as close as you can to that metal and try to get your note to ring out. Okay? So our notes, our strings are E, A, D, G, B, and E. I have a little drawing here. There you guys can see our strings for future reference. I'm a self-taught artist as well. So, all right, so those are our strings. We're going to focus on how to shape those into chords. Like I said, like when we're, like a traditional G would be like this. This is a G chord. What we're going to do is we're going to make this super easy. We're going to take our pinky finger and our ring finger, and we're going to put these on the third fret, the bottom two strings. Okay? So the pinky's on the very bottom, the ring finger's on the next one up. And those are going to stay there on all these notes. I'm going to teach you guys how to play 4 notes. And then we're going to have the top two for a G chord. The middle finger is going to be on the very top, and then this finger is going to be, the pointer finger is going to be on the second fret. See, that's our G. So there's our version of G. This is the old version. See, sounds pretty close. Now the beauty of this is that when we move to other notes, the transitions are a lot easier. So we're going to switch. I'm going to show you guys how to play a C. Okay, this is a C, guys. So the pointer finger is going to go on second fret, third string. So right there. And the middle finger is going to go on third fret, second string. If you guys can see that. there's our C chord. So when we go from G see how easy that is versus the old way. See, I can't even do it. I don't play like this. So you got to make sure you get all your notes right. I can't even do it, so I'm not even going to try. So you can see how much easier that is. And then the next note I'm going to show you is the D chord. Again, keep these bottom two at home on 3rd fret. And then you're just going to add your pointer finger. Leave this guy kind of out on his own. 2nd fret, 3rd string. And this is our D chord. On this one, you're trying to play the bottom 4 strings. And then the last note I'm going to show you guys is an E minor. There's 2 ways to play this depending on how big your fingers are. If you're younger, you might want to use 2 fingers, but you're going to have, and both in the 2nd fret, you're going to have 1 note right here, 3rd string with your pointer, and then the 2nd string with your middle finger. Okay, now what I do is I play both of those with 1 finger. So my fingers are big enough I can do it. Okay, and that's the E minor chord. Okay, so when we play, this is what it'll look like. Easy as that. Now if I try it the other way, this is what it would look like. Again, I'm not very good at this. I don't do it like this very often. So as you can see, it's a lot easier. You can go so that's the basics of it, guys. That's pretty much how it goes. Show you guys a diagram here of our notes, so you guys can refer back to this. So there's our C. On the C, you're leaving the top note. You try not to strum it. If you do, it's not a big deal. The E minor, you strum them all. The G, you strum them all. And the D, you do the bottom 4. Okay? So those are our basic notes. Now we're going to have some fun. I'm going to bring Rachel, my daughter, in, and we're going to show you guys some easy songs and what this looks like when you start putting together those songs and how easy it is to play those things. So, all right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back and we're ready to rock it out. Something like that. So I have my daughter Rachel here, and she's going to do some singing as I play. And interesting thing about Rachel is that she has taught herself how to play piano, and so I should have her do a video on piano because she's gotten really good playing piano just from, again, just teaching herself. So we're going to play a few songs. We're going to show you just how easy this is, give you some tips and some pointers along the way. Rachel, you ready?
Yes.
All right, now bear with us. We just learned most of these songs this morning. And that's the beauty of this method. It's pretty easy to play them. And I'll show you guys what I have here. I mean, this is my notes. So it's real simple when you're doing this method to just know a few chords, and then you can play a lot of stuff. So the first one we're going to play, Rachel, what are we going to play?
Someone you love.
Okay, so here we go. How's it start?
I'm going under.
Okay, all right, here we go. I'm going. That'll help. Let's do that. I need somebody to hear. right, guys, so that's pretty easy to do. Like I said, you know, it's you can see my fingers. It's real easy to make these transitions. That, real easy. Just these two are staying the same. We're not moving them, and it makes it super, super easy to do that. Again, versus the other way would be, and I can't even do it. Save me. Oops, hold on. Save me. I'm embarrassing myself now. So you guys can see it's so much easier the other way that we do it. All right, Rachel, what are we going to do next?
What is it called?
Oh, it's Florida Georgia line. Why are you wearing the same shirt I'm wearing?
I'm showing off my 4-H color.
Okay, well, that's a good answer. I can't argue with that. It's just kind of embarrassing that we're both wearing the same shirts. We need to coordinate a little better. So, okay, so here we go, guys. It's never wrong to wear 4-H shirts, by the way. Show your 4-H pride. This is Florida Georgia Line Cruise. That's what it was. And this is the edited version, just so you know. We're just going to sing the chorus real quick. How's that go? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, here we go, guys. Sing along. Sing along. So, baby, you song. Okay, guys, so something we haven't talked about is the strum pattern on these. And, you know, when you're starting out, what I would say, guys, the simplest way is just like a real nice and easy strum pattern where just, you know, keep your beat singing. Baby, you a song, you make me want to, oops, hold on. Don't do that. Baby, you a song, you make me want to roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, rolling stop signs. Just something like that, real easy. As you get a little more advanced, and I'm not advanced on my strumming at all, but you know what I was doing there was just like trying to add a little country twang to it, I guess. But so it's just like a down. So down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So as you get a little more advanced, it becomes more natural. You can start doing that. I'm not the best strummer in the world. It's kind of hard for me to do that, honestly, but that's a real easy way. So to make something sound a little more country. So down, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down. So let's sing that again, Rachel. And kind of watch the strumming pattern. I'll do the first part where we just do it kind of like just on the downbeats, and then I'll switch to the a little more country twang on the strumming. So, all right, Rachel, here we go. Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down the back road. And as you guys do this, you know, some of the best advice I ever got is that, like, when you're strumming or when you're playing, it's just more like a feeling. So you want to feel the music, you want to go along with it, and more than anything, practice, and you'll get it eventually. All right, this is one that we had never really sang or played, but we thought that some of you guys might like it. I don't know. We'll see. It's a Wagon Wheel. I think a lot of people know this one. So. Oh, by the way, on the Florida Georgia line, it's just G, D, E minor, or let me start again. G, D, E minor, and C. G, D, E minor, C. Easy as that, guys. It doesn't get much easier than that. And that's how so many songs are. There's so many of them that are just super easy to play, just like that, just 3 or 4 chords. Okay, let's go to Wagon Wheel, and this one's has a little bit more, but not too bad. I always forget how these things go. So here we go. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Okay, so guys, this one was not too bad, but it's a little bit different. It had two different progressions. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. So G, D, E minor, and C. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. So that was hey on the G, D, this is one finger, and then C. So as you can see, like it makes these chord progressions and transitions super easy when you're doing it this way. Let's sing this one again, Rachel. So it's going to be, watch my fingers, it's going to be G, D, G, D, E minor, and then C, and then G, D, and C. Okay? Let's sing it, Rachel. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. All right, so that's Wagon Wheel. And guys, I tell you what, there's tons of songs out there that you guys can find just like this that are super easy to play. You know, this has been a tough week for a lot of us up here in the Northwest region. It's been a tough week for us. It's the first year that I can remember that we haven't had a 4-H camp. That was announced right now. It's yesterday, but by the time this video comes out, it'll be a few days. So, you know, that's a sad thing, but we have, I hope you guys have opportunities to go outside and sit around a campfire, and you guys know what I'm going to say before I say it, don't you? What's the campfire song? Rachel, what's the campfire song?
Kumbaya.
How did I know you were going to say that? We didn't rehearse this at all. So anyway, Kumbaya, you guys, if you're going to play guitar, you got to know how to play Kumbaya, and it's super easy. All that's going to be is mainly G, a lot of G on the chord, and then you're going to go to C, and then G, one little part where we go G, E minor, D, or back to G, and then D, and then start the whole thing over again. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. We're going to sing a couple verses of that. Okay, Rachel, you ready? Kumbaya, Kumbaya, oops, hold on, I messed that up. I can't remember how to play it. All right. Kumbaya. So that last part, I can't, and again, I say everybody should know this, but I don't really play this one, but the tricky part is at the very end, where you sing, oh, Lord, Kumbaya. So again, G, and then E minor, back to G, and then up here to D, this guy, and back to G at the end. So, oh Lord, Kumbaya. The other part, I mean, all you do is these little progressions. It's super easy. So, all right, let's play again. I'm kind of rusty on that. Hey, Chloe, you want to come say hi? Okay. All right, this is Chloe. We're going to sing. Okay, here we go. Kumbaya. All right, so guys, super easy. Again, just work on those progressions. If you mess up like I did, just keep going and it'll be all right. So guys, those are the simple ways that we do it. A few tips that I want to share with you guys before we move on to the next thing is when you're doing this, you want to make sure, guys, like as you're practicing, like it just kind of naturally happens, like the notes ring out. If they're not ringing out, then you need to look at your finger placement. So a lot of times, like if you're not holding them, like that doesn't sound quite right. And I'm not pushing hard enough. You got to push pretty hard. It's going to feel like you're pushing super hard. And so what I recommend for beginners is if you can like take your fingers, put them on the chord, and then see there, I was messing that one up. So then I know, hey, I need to hold this one tighter. If they're not ringing out, then you need to adjust your fingers. The other thing is you want to touch like this on the guitar. Okay, so when you're touching them, you guys can see my fingers probably, like they'll have little indentions from I'm touching on the tips. And so touching like that, pointing straight down, not flat. You don't want to touch them flat like this. You got to arch your hand. It'll feel uncomfortable until you get used to it. And it'll hurt your fingers too until you get a little callus built up on your tips. So you want to curve your fingers so that you can really reach those chords, and it's going to help you play. See how those are curved straight in? It's not like that, because this is what happens when you do that. So really point those fingers. It'll feel uncomfortable. Arch. See, my fingers are arched right here. So arch those fingers so that you get a nice ring, and practice those chords. And then, see there, even I do it. And once you hear them ringing out, then start doing some simple strumming. 4 beats to most songs, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you get done with that, then you can start transitioning, work on your transitions. And then after that, you can start maybe working on some of your strumming. And guys, before you know it, I guarantee you, if you work at this in a month, you can be playing all kinds of songs. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna show you guys some resources. Maybe look at some different guitars that you can buy that might be okay. This is not a good time. Maybe music shops are shut down, or you don't want to get out with the shelter in place and all that. So we'll look at some different things and maybe some resources, show you guys where we can find some good music and some songs online too. So, all right, thanks, Rachel. All right, guys, one last thing I want to show you guys are some resources that might help you guys learn a little more. If you get into this, you're excited about it, you want to know what to do next. So I'm going to show you guys some different things. Let me share my screen. Okay, we're getting there. All right, here we go. So the first thing is I recommend if you guys are wanting to learn more and figure out a lot more of this stuff, go to this guy's website. He has a YouTube channel, and he does an awesome job. This is who I learned from on YouTube, and he does a really good job of going through songs. And so he has a lot of country songs, a lot of worship songs, and so he can really help you guys learn this method with this type of chord patterns. So Acoustic Selection's the website, acousticselection.com, or look him up on YouTube. I highly recommend it. Just looking on guitars out there, there's some different things, and there's lots and lots on Amazon. And any of the big names like Fender should be okay. And you can see you can get a Fender that's pretty reasonable, $200, $160. read the reviews, make sure that it has the features that you want. Like my guitar, you can't plug into an amp. So if you want to have that feature, you might look for a guitar that can plug into an amp and go that direction. But it's pretty reasonable investment to get into this. Some of these others, I wouldn't recommend these. The 38's a regular size guitar, but I wouldn't recommend the cheaper ones, even if it has somewhat decent reviews. Because a lot of times those people that are buying those guitars aren't looking for something that's really good. I'd stay away from those. I've seen some of those and they're pretty junky. This is a beginner. This is a 30-inch. It's a little smaller. So if you're pretty young, you might do that. But even unless you're really super young, I still recommend just getting a big one, and you can kind of learn how to play. My kids, they can kind of learn how to play a big one even if they're younger. So it works out usually in the end. So anyway, just look at the reviews, look for the features, look that you need, and just go that direction. As far as where to find songs, there's several good websites. What I did here is just type in guitar songs, C, G, D, and E minor. And then you can find about any song you want. Most of the pop songs, right, country songs are pretty simple, or at least there's a way to make them simple. There are some that are harder, but most of them you can figure out a way to play with this. And once you get good, you can even just figure them out on your own because it'll sound familiar. And the last resource, I'd say you need to tune your guitar. Don't buy a tuner, just get an app on your phone or your parents' phone. And Guitar Tuna is what I use. There's some other ones. It's free, works great. It's a great way to keep your guitar in tune. So that's what it's all about. All right, let me see. I can't figure out how to stop sharing. All right, here we go. Stop share. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you. I hope that somebody out there gets excited about this. You take the next step and you learn how to play guitar. If you want to shoot me an email, feel free. If you have any questions, my email is Murphy, MURPHYSE, as in Sean Eric, at Missouri, spelled out, .edu. All right, guys, take care. Enjoy yourselves during this quarantine as much as possible. Make the best of it. Learn a new skill, learn a new hobby. Better yourself in some way, guys. We're all in this together. Hang in there, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.